Hello everybody, how you doing today? It's Superfiend here, and welcome back to our legendary Total War 3 Kingdoms playthrough. This is the Yellow Turban faction, and we are playing as Huang Shao, and we are currently laying siege to the city of Donglai, which is owned by the Han Empire. This is, I think, the third episode. This is where we left off at the end of the second one. Let's go ahead and clear these things here, and then we'll do a quick campaign overview. Before we do that, real quick, quick reminder, this is early access, and thank you to Creative Assembly for allowing me to play early. So we have Wang Quang declared war on Liu Dai. And then we have Fall of the Tyrant Dong Zhao. I'm not going to read this. You can pause it if you really want to read it. I don't want to spoil any plot points or anything of the campaign for people who may be interested in that. And we'll go ahead and close that one really quick too, because it was related to the other one. Okay, and then we'll close those out here. So let's do a real quick faction overview. Let's see if we can do this in like 20 seconds or less. We started over here in the city of Dong. We also owned Taishan. Do we still own it? I don't know that we do. I think no, we do. Huang Shao, that's us. I thought that said something else. Okay, so we started over here at these two cities. We are surrounded by enemies, and we decided to do a migration playthrough. So we pretty much salted the earth, demolished what we could, and we've been fighting our way eastward onto this peninsula. We are now laying siege to the last settlement over here. It is a level 5 city, and we want to root these guys out and set up our home in here, and then push back westward towards anybody that's still hostile with us, which it does look to be about everybody, doesn't it? So let's pop in here really quick. Let's look at our armies. We don't have any ancillaries or anything like that. Let's look at what we're doing here for reforms. We are going after Embolden the People, and that unlocks a couple units. White Wave Horsemen, Medium Spear Cavalry. That might be a good... They're anti-missile, good charge, good morale. I wonder how they fare against other cavalry, because one of the problems we've been having in battle is against the militia saber cavalry, something saber cavalry. And then we also have here White Wave Veterans, light sword infantry. Good at assault, good charge, good morale. Do they have shields? One thing I kind of don't like is there are certain times that, they give you the little pop-up indicator over here. However, there's no way to like pin this while I go over there. Now, if I had recruited this into an army and selected them there, then it would stay. But when you're trying to look at these things in more detail from like other parts of the campaign or the game UI, it disappears. It's a little frustrating. I hope that kind of gets straightened out. But anyways, maybe it'll happen as the overall Total War community gets access to the game and has their gripes and complaints about things they don't like. And so looking here, who's laying siege? Well, it's not Yuan Shao. He is currently in a march stance. Let's take him out of that because we don't need him in that there. Let's also open our armies list here. And looking here, we can see military supplies. We are losing 32 per turn. This is going to go down awfully fast. It's currently at 188 here. Losing 40 per turn. Forgive me. Okay, so he's losing... Oh, man. How many again? 40 per turn. Okay, so we're not going to be able to lay siege here for very long, are we? We're going to have a problem on our hands. And so what I'm thinking what we'll do is, well, let's see here. If you read the text down below, it says turns remaining before the garrison will run out of supplies. 1 turn. And and 6 turns until they surrender. We're losing military supplies so fast, we're not going to make it 6 turns. So we are going to have to fight this battle, I'm pretty sure. We don't even have the sapping done yet, like the first wave of sapping. So I at least want to wait. I want to see if we can get the second wave of sapping here. So that's going to take 3 turns total. So going back to continue our siege, let's figure out what we're going to do, because we are not going to be able to make it that long. Well, let's see here. I think what we can do, so if we click on this guy, this is Guan Hai. If we click on him, we can make him the commanding general of this force. So we'll go ahead and we'll do that. Now over here with Yuan Shao, we can transfer We can transfer Huang Shao over into Yuan Shao's army. Okay, good. And then now, can we go back into an encampment stance? We can. So right now, we are losing 19 per turn. However, if we go ahead and encamp, we're now only losing 9 per turn, and we have 92. So that's looking much better for us. And then let's go ahead. That's pretty much all we can do right now. We could like go into diplomacy, look at quick deal peace treaties. The Han Empire would make peace with us, but that's the settlement that we're trying to take. So that's no good. And so what we're going to do is we're going to end our turn. And as I said in one of the previous videos, in the early campaign at least, the end turn times are pretty fast. I'm pretty happy with that. I don't know how that's going to change as we unfold more of the campaign map. Okay, attacker reinforces. The siege progresses, but our assaulting forces grow wary and supplies run low. A nearby village, loyal and abundant in resources, could possibly aid us. Shall we call on them to help? Ooh. 5 turns of plus 10 military supplies. Ooh. This is Donglai. So the population shrinks, but we get military supplies. So we could hold on longer. However, I don't really think that we need it. And I don't want the population to shrink too much because it's going to shrink a little bit when we win the battle and occupy it. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to choose don't call on reinforcements. Yeah, okay. Faction developments, Han Empire. They changed their capital. Character developments, Hu Shu is traveling through our territory. You can find him over here now. Now, over here, when we click on this guy now the pop-up stuff stays over here, and we can look at it very nicely. But if we, like, unselect them, then it, disappears and all that. I'm not going to spend any money recruiting anyone. It would take 1,000 from our treasury to recruit him. We only have 2,500. We're losing 24 per turn. And so that's not going to be in our best interest to spend any money right now. And we've gained a labor recruiter. That may come in handy later. Attacker reinforcements. Okay, we already saw that. Let's look over here and see like if any enemy armies are encroaching on our territory. Taishan. We destroyed stuff over here. Beihai. What is this? Refugee shelters. I'm wondering if we should demolish this. We are losing 8,000 population per turn. Wow, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. I'm wondering if we should demolish that and maybe build towers over here, build a garrison building. What do we get for demolishing this? We get 300. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. This cancels it. What's this? Instant construction. That's very interesting. So I guess if I were to click that, we would spend 150 and it would be demolished instantly. Well, that's kind of neat. Well, let's try it. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it works exactly like you expect. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead here and build a... Let's build the garrison. And that's going to give us some extra units to flesh out the garrison that we already have here. Again, the garrison, when it shows up, will be somewhat weakened. It will take a few turns for them to grow to full strength. And I'm thinking right now is kind of a good time to do it because we're going to have Donglai pretty soon. I don't see any enemy armies over here, but really it's only a matter of time before they show up. And can we go back to the city, please? This only takes 1 turn and then a few turns of replenishment. So I think that's pretty good. And I don't think we really do anything else right now. Let's look at our characters really quick. 6 satisfaction. That's pretty bad. Gang Z. This guy's at 14 and 19. So we got 14, 6, 19. I don't know if these are changing per turn. So let's, okay, 14, 6, 19. Let's end our turn because we can't really do anything. We're laying siege. And then we'll see if it's still 14, 6, and 19. Okay, so before I forget, there's extra people in here now. So who's who? Oh, bollocks. Okay, I'm guessing that this guy was the 19. Oh, golly, it threw extra people in here. Well, it was 14, 6, and 19, and it's not 14, 6, and 19 anymore. So it is going down per turn. We can at least deduce that much. Okay, let's look at diplomacy. Huang Shao declared war on Yellow Turban Rebellion. Zhang declared war on Hanfu. Hanfu requested Tao Qian join their war. So Tao Qian is over here. I don't know exactly where Hanfu is. I'm guessing he would be nearby. I don't think it really matters for us right now. Hanfu requested Liu Bei join their war. Hanfu requested Yuan Shao join their war. So it looks like on the AI factions that there's some diplomacating going on, and they probably got some alliances and things. Mission issued. Reach faction rank healed. Character recruited. And we'll get some bonus experience for Huang Shao. Very good. Mission issued. Send any character on assignment. So I'm guessing now that we've probably unlocked assignments, we'll get some money in our treasury. And an ancillary and noble's sword. We'll look at that more when we complete it. Challenge issued. Ensure that the following building has been constructed. Scholar's Lodge. Probably going to be a while before we get that done because we don't even have a town worth building in. And our virtue increases. We are now balanced. Mission success. Reach the following rank. Balanced. Okay. Faction developments embolden the people. I think this was our reform. So we'll go check that in a sec. Declawing the tiger. Sun Jian is killed by Huang Su at the Battle of... Oh, gosh. Jianyang. I think that's it. Doing my best. Cut down in a hell of arrows. So... Okay, it's just an announcement. Let's go ahead and get rid of these things. Let's get some action. You know, I do want to do something exciting this campaign. We have a water clock and a military great axe. Takes away expertise, gives us resolve. And then water clock gives satisfaction and increases replenishment. Mission issued. Virtue increases. Yeah, okay. Mission success. Faction developments, declawing the tiger. So looking in here, we are now balanced. Just really quick, armies provided is now 5. Assignment slots provided 2. We need a settlement for that, a commandery. Characters do not have desire for higher offices, plus 5 diplomatic relations with all Yellow Turban factions, and plus 2 replenishment. At the next rank, once we get to healed, we'll have an additional army slot, additional assignment slot. We still have the same characters do not have desire for higher offices. We get an additional plus 5 diplomatic relations with all Yellow Turban factions, assuming that any are left in the game. Plus 4 replenishment, so up from 2%, and unlocks the diplomatic option to make peace with regular factions. Have we made peace with anybody yet this campaign? I don't remember. I don't think we have. I'm having trouble remembering because the blur of playing over the past few days is now like blending into this campaign. Okay, so let's see. Let's look at what we're doing here. How close are we to assaulting this thing? The garrison, I think, is taking attrition. If we check down here. Okay, suffering attrition, 193. It's going down slowly. Honestly, I think we have overwhelming odds. Let's just see if we have the second sapping is done. It is. So you know what? I think we're going to start the battle. However, before we do that, we're going to go back to continue siege. We are going to take this army out of encampment stance. We're going to right click here. We're going to take Yuan Shao and these guys. We're going to transfer them over. Then we're going to go to our sieging army, click on Yuan Shao, and appoint him as the commanding general. I think we might have saved ourselves a little bit of attrition. Hard to say. Let's go ahead. Let's attack now. And let's start the battle. So the sapping that we did, that destroys walls and towers. So we should have some open sections of walls that we can maybe push through. The garrison, I think, took a tiny amount of attrition. I really wasn't keeping track of the garrison numbers from when we loaded the campaign until now. And our reinforcements coming on way over here. And how convenient, it's right next to some of the broken wall sections. Are there any others, like on this side? No, it didn't break very much. Okay, well, selecting that whole force and pulling back to here. Is this tower destroyed? It is. That one's destroyed. What's this? A bastion indestructible can be manned by bastion artillery to defend the settlement from attack. All of the towers here are destroyed, though. Like, we're not going to suffer any tower damage. Okay, let's take our peasant archers and then our archery masters over here. And then where is our peasant farmer guy? So the spearmen. This always confuses me. Like, it's very clear that these guys have spears, and then I see the pitchforks, and I think of those as spears, and then it says they're light sword infantry. So that always throws me off. Let's just set these guys back here like that. Let's get all of our yellow turban warriors and put them over here. They have shields. And then our, not you, this guy. Go here. And for some reason, I always forget these guys. The militia of virtue. We'll just, we'll set them here. And we started the battle. Okay, they have a trebuchet, and this guy has fire arrows. So let's equip those, and let's go shoot the trebuchet. Because I assume it is going to be firing at us. And let's send our general over to provide them some morale. And there we go. The first shot's in here. It says wavering, losing currently. Yeah, okay, so we need this guy's morale bonus. Come along, please. And then our reinforcements. Guess we'll put them here, and then we'll take this unit of archers, deploy them there. These guys are fleeing. Hopefully our general emboldens them to return the battle. And hopefully the trebuchet doesn't shoot our general. Come on now. Let's get your morale back. Very good. We're taking some missile fire. In exchange here. Trebuchet is losing damage. Oh man, now these guys are getting just butchered. Okay, let's get these guys up. Turn off fire at will. Can you please shoot that? Shoot it. Why did they only return like this much? I should have gotten a little closer. So where are all the archers that are causing us grief? Is there a unit tucked in here of archers? No. Okay, so we got some there. The archer militia. These guys are almost out of ammunition. That trebuchet is doing some pretty decent damage to these guys. Are we doing any damage to this unit? It doesn't really seem like we are, does it? This might be a wasted ammunition shooting them. Holy smokes. Oh, man, these guys are... you know what? I should have angled them. What's this thing's attack arc? I should have put these guys more over here so that they could fire this way. All right, let's cruise up a little bit. They can shoot the trebuchet, so I guess I don't need fire arrows for that. So let's shoot the trebuchet with these two guys. I've never fought a trebuchet on a wall before. I think that's kind of obvious, so I'm kind of figuring this out on the fly here. Sorry if it's not the most effective method or best strategy. You know. Okay, we can shoot these archers back here with these guys, though. Melt them. These guys are just done. They're not going to come back. And the trebuchet is still just... It's going to make sure that they leave. It's still hitting them. Okay, please tell me these guys are not wasting their ammunition shooting the guys on the ramparts. I have a feeling they're probably getting pretty good cover from the ramparts. Let's change our position over here to where we can maybe fire down the wall. Now we'll have to take out this unit of archers back there first. Okay, you know what? This is a much more effective way of taking out the trebuchet. Just using the regular missiles. Forget the fire arrows for that. Live and learn. Okay, that thing's gone. Let's pull these guys back over here. Set those guys there. Come on, can we please get out of their firing arc? Come on, get over there. We're not losing too many units over here. Down to 89 from 120. Hopefully these guys don't charge out. Okay, we're not getting shot by them anymore, so we can open fire finally on this unit, which has just had a field day shooting us. Buggers. Let's move up here with these guys. Bring our generals this way. Come up with these guys. There we go. There goes 2 units. Let's turn like this. And we're going to get ready to fire down the wall here, where hopefully they're not taking or receiving any more cover. Okay, who's doing all that shooting right now? Okay, I thought I asked you guys to, like, stretch out. Stop shooting and stretch out. You know what? Let's shoot the infantry captain. I think he's a pretty good target. He's also walking away from us right now, so we're getting just lots of free shots right into their back. And they also don't seem to have shields, so in any case, I guess it doesn't matter which way they're facing. They're not going to deflect anything. Okay, these guys are still not able to shoot, do any damage. We got more archers coming up, so let's shoot them. Our other peasant archers have left the battlefield. They're not coming back, so we are a little bit short on our missile units because of the way I approached the trebuchet. Live and learn from my mistakes, folks. Live and learn. We can take these 2 archers, though, the peasant archers, and shoot these guys on the walls here. We'll waste their ammunition on that unit. Okay, we got more archers coming up. We're also running out of ammunition down here. Still pretty good with our casualty numbers. We're taking a little bit of fire back, possibly. Yeah, this unit's taking fire. So is this unit. Taking fire from these guys, of course. Archer militia. Okay, the peasant archers are doing pretty good at knocking down their health. But I think maybe we're better off now shooting out the mounted lancer militia. And then we'll walk these guys over. Walk those guys forward. Okay, so here we go. This is the old Shogun 2 strategy. Whittle away everything you can inside with missile fire. This unit's out of ammunition. So these little arrows here above the units are your indicator of their ammunition. When the little bar is full, they're green, and they progress down through yellow, orange, red, and then eventually gray. Ooh, didn't expect that. Let's see. Do we have anybody that can... We need to get on these guys right now before they wipe us out. These guys are coming out. So let's pull back here. Peasant archers out of ammunition. Both units of them are, so we'll just put them in the back. Here come our cavalry units. Chase them off. Let's charge into the infantry captain while we're right here. It does seem like it was pretty effective. I think they've lost about 40, about 60. Oh yeah, they're just getting slaughtered. So they're gonna break. And then who still has some ammunition? You do. Shoot the spear guards. What are these over here? Saber cavalry. Well, you know what? We are cavalry. I think we can charge into these guys, and if the spears try to come back, I think we can run away if we need to. So let's get a charge on these guys before they get to the safety of the walls. Oh, this is cool. It looks like they're heading for the little gates or the doors here. And they are just getting absolutely slaughtered. No contest. No contest. Okay, so that unit is going to waver. What else do we have to wipe out in here? Not much else. Should we go after the spears while they're running away from us? All right, so we got one operational tower here that might do a little bit of damage to us. Let's see if we can catch these guys before they get further back in here. Let's see. Let's see how lucky we are. It does appear that they were not ready for our charge. They are dying pretty fast. Let's get one unit of cavalry off to the side. Okay, just come off to the side, come off to the side, come off to the side, please. Continue, continue, continue. Push forward. How are we doing here? 80 and 69. Not dying yet. These are spear guard, probably the worst unit that we could charge with cavalry. Still at 69 with Huang Shao. He's lost a few more, but now we do have them encircled. Now I'm going to select all the cavalry, and I'm going to hit J so that... No, that's not at all what I wanted. Okay, I guess you got to do it one unit at a time because they started running through each other. That was bad. That was pretty bad. Let's come back to here. Come on, you. Get over here. Let's get away from them. I got a better idea. Okay, there we go. They've turned. Now. Okay, please pull back. All the way back. Let's go ahead. Let's get our Yellow Turban warriors. And we'll set these guys over here to attack the archers who are just picking away at us a little bit. We still have a little bit of ammunition. Let's bring these guys in. I guess this would be smarter, huh? The other thing I was thinking about doing was dismounting with the cavalry. Okay, there we go. That's gonna... That broke them, and then there was one more unit back in there, so they broke as well. Claim our victory. End battle. So a couple things that we learned from that battle. Don't use your fire arrows against trebuchets, at least with the way the game is currently. And don't select multiple units of cavalry and press J for reverse formation to make them do cycle charges. You gotta do it one unit at a time. Okay, looking in here. We only lost 485. They lost a lot more. We're gonna occupy this. We're not going to loot and occupy, although the extra income would be kind of nice, but I don't want to reduce the settlement level. It's level 5. I want to keep it that way. And there you go. Look at us. And so what can we do now? We're losing 100 income per turn. Not too shabby. Let's push up to here. I want to be on this side of the settlement for some reason, because it's closer to our territory. And okay, I guess we're just gonna leave him where he is and encamp, so we get a little bit extra supplies. Let's look at our burning rubble. Oh, let's see. 520. 275. 97. Nice. So it's going to cost about 1,000, give or take, to repair all this. So let's just do it. Takes one turn. What do we have? We have 2182. Hopefully when we come back next turn, we're going to be earning a little bit of money per turn with everything repaired. And then we'll look at what buildings we're going to get rid of and what we're going to keep. Okay, ancillaries. Brown Stallion. Chance of evading capture and a charge bonus. Also 6 resolve, the water clock. I feel like I already looked at these two. Oath Sworn. What's this do? We fought side by side in battle. Together, we utterly devastated the army's forces. This is Huang Shao and Guan Hai. They are now Oath Sworn. We'll have to see if we can figure out what that does. Rank gain, Guan Hai and Pei Yuan Shao. Commandery secured, Donglai. And once again, I don't think there are any edicts or anything like that that we can issue in Three Kingdoms. Now we have 2 assignments. Remember, we got that from being balanced assignment slots provided 2, and that's going to be helpful because if we go over here and we look at our characters, because we've also got skill points to spend. But if we look at these folks that are unsatisfied, giving them assignment slots is going to increase their satisfaction. So let's go ahead and see what kind of assignments we can give to people. Okay, so let's see. We have Li Peixiang and Zhai Dan. Is this Zhai or Jie? I'm gonna go with Zhai. Zhai Dan and Li Peixiang. Well, you know what? If this is Peixiang, then this should be Jie. So I'm gonna say Li Peixiang and Jie Dan. That's how I'm gonna go with it. And I'm gonna have to look these up on Google, find a pronunciation video. I've been doing that off and on as I encounter these names. I want to try to pronounce things correctly. I don't have anybody to consult, and I got to go off of like YouTube videos where half the comments say wrong and the other half say thank you. Okay, so supervised construction. I have a feeling we're going to be doing a lot of constructing in here since we just captured it. It's rank 5. So let's look at the difference between Li Peixiang and Jie Dan. Let's look at these two over here. Well, what is this guy's... His satisfaction is 22. It's already pretty high. And Jie Dan, his satisfaction is a little bit lower. So I'm thinking this guy will be the one we use. Let's see what effects he has. He's incompetent. So he's got lower expertise, 4 resolve, minus 20% character experience. I don't like that. -1 mustering turns, armies in administered commandery, -5 public order. Ooh. And he's beautiful. Well, that's lovely. -5 satisfaction, faction wide, but only if this character is a lord of virtue or faction leader. He's a scholar. +4 public order, faction wide, but only if this character is a lord of virtue or faction leader. Yeah. You know, this guy is not satisfied, and he kind of sucks. So, okay, this is a common item. That's a common item. Got a pretty standard horse, and he doesn't have any accessories or anything like that. Can we dismiss this guy, like, straight from this screen? Can we do that? Jie Dan. Here he is. We're going to release him from service. Confirm. So long. See you later. So I guess Li Peixiang is a better choice here for the assignment. So where's he at? Okay, so we're going to pick this, and we want supervised construction. He'll do it for 5 turns. It takes 1 turn to recall him. And minus 10% construction cost. -1 construction time. Minus 25% building upkeep. So we'll assign. Very good. I guess it takes 1 turn for him to get there preparing for assignment. 1 turn. And then what's all this other stuff? It's all food from farming. So are these all the same kind of character? He's a healer, and a healer. Yeah. So I guess they're all the same. Going back to my okay. Can I get the assignment screen back? Thank you. So who is the least satisfied? This guy with a 4, Gang Z. So is he worth keeping around? Where are you in here? Relentless. Okay, nothing too negative in there. Sincere. +1 satisfaction. Local county. That's pretty decent. -5% corruption, but only if he's a lord of virtue or faction leader. Blah, 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 blah. Not bad. What about these other guys? So Gang Z's not bad. He seems kind of similar to the other guy. He seems okay. Perceptive. Cautious. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go with Gang Z, who has the lowest amount of satisfaction, and I can stimulate markets, which gives us a little bit of a boost to economy. Oh, do I not have any? Let's pop over here really quick. What can these guys do? Okay, are we able to see like his assignments? What are his assignments? If we give this guy assignments, like what would they be? There's no way to tell from this as far as I can tell. He's a scholar. Accepts drunkenness. Okay, going back in here one more time. Sorry for the slow play here. Gang Z, food from farming, income from peasantry, income from commerce, silk and spice. Let's go ahead and go with the food from farming. Now I don't know local commandery, so I guess this is going to affect the nope, no, get back in there. I guess this is going to affect the farmland down here as well. I would hope that it does. I guess that's something we can keep an eye out for. And then what else can we do in here? That's pretty much it, I think. Oh yeah, we have skill points. Bei Yuan Shao. What have we been doing with him? Okay, so he's got flaming shot, defiance, military supplies in enemy territory. There's a lot. It seems like there's a lot to manage on the campaign side of things. So people who have been feeling that the campaigns are a little bit lackluster in terms of things to look at and click on, I think you're going to enjoy this if you do pick up 3 Kingdoms. It's a little overwhelming at times. I think I've got about 12 hours on the game, and I still don't quite know where everything is. I'm getting more familiar with it, though. In here, we have a 25% chance of evading capture post-battle. This is Bei Yuan Shao. He's a legendary veteran. He's kind of special for our faction. And now that we've kind of like moved eastward as far as we can, we're going to be moving westward and battling our enemies. And those of you that aren't familiar with my campaigns, I always screw up and lose like all my armies at some point. So let's maybe give this guy an increased chance of evading capture post-battle. I think that's what we're going to spend that on. And then Guan Hai. So last time we got the fire arrows. Enables flaming shot. Enables fire arrows. So I'm kind of confused. What's the difference between flaming shot and fire arrows? Campaign movement range. Own army. So I guess that's when he's the head of the army and not embedded in the army. This is for his retinue. Guerrilla deployment for his retinue. That could be good. Enables night battles this army. So this one over here, some of the things they say own army. So I guess that's when he's the general of the army. Down here where it says night battles, it says this army in parentheses. So I guess he doesn't have to be the general. And then there are things that affect own retinue. 2 enlightenment, 10% research rate. We don't have anything in here that helps him evade capture, is there? I'm not seeing it. Let's go with the research rate increase. Before we do that, let's look at our reform. We have 125% research rate. I guess it's time to research something new. We're going to continue down this way. Increased replenishment. Unlock assignment healing. Greatly increases replenishment. That might be handy for us. Communal maintenance. Improve undesirable neighborhoods. So what is all this? Dock warehouse, peasant communities. That's population growth. Looking on the left-hand side. Communal tavern, public order, satisfaction. And then if we go in here, what's all this stuff? A tea garden, trading port, tea plantation. What's the tea garden do? I think we're going to go with one of the building ones, and I want to build like tea gardens and stuff at some point. So I guess we're going to do that. So at 125% research rate, this is going to take 5 turns. Let's now go over here. And let's look at how much an additional 10% research rate affects it. It was 5 turns. Still 5 turns. So we probably need another 10% for it to go down to, like, say, 4 turns. Maybe. And that's it. That's all we can do, right? No, we have ancillaries. Okay. Looking in here now, when people are on assignment, there's a very itsy bitsy teeny weeny icon that appears right next to their post name. And so that will give you a little bit of an indication when you put guys on assignment, what's going on. Let's look at Gangzi, because his is terrible. Can we give this guy some extra satisfaction? If we give him the Book of Heaven, it will go up. However, that's a really good item, and his satisfaction is already way down at 4. That I don't want to risk giving him something that good. We want to keep an eye on Gangzi. Let's look at this guy, though. He's at 22. He's at 18. He's at 10. Can we give this guy something? No. Okay, looking in here. +4 satisfaction and replenishment. +5% income from all sources and -10% corruption for our local commandery. And a lot of satisfaction. Let's take that from Huang Shao. Yeah, our faction leader. Let's give it to this guy. Let's give him the population growth one as well, which should help with the population growth and the settlement. Looking back over here, what is this? This is used by Liu Bei, so he's already stationed there. 15% income from industry, +5 reserves for administered commandery. Okay, I think that's good for now. I think we've faffed about enough in those screens. Let's end our turn. Let's see what happens next. Is this done being built? It is, so we can upgrade it. I don't think we need to upgrade it, though. It doesn't increase the garrison size. It just increases the military supplies in the commandery. So I don't think we need to do that. These are all being repaired, and then next turn we'll have -10% construction cost once the assignment is being stationed correctly. So let's see what happens. Okay, who are you? Yuan Shao. Yeah, get out of here. I don't want you over here. This is somebody from the Han Empire, Liu Dai. Yeah, so here comes some of those AI factions that we've migrated away from. They're happy to follow us. Send any character on assignment. Mission successful. Recruit and maintain a total of 30 at the start of a new turn. I think the word units is supposed to be in here. And we'll get some bonus experience and another ancillary 2-handed mace once we accomplish that. Fall of the Tyrants. Okay, I'm not going to read that. That's kind of like story-driven stuff. If you really want to see it, you can try to pause the video and read it yourself. Fall of the Empire. Ancillaries gained. The Noble Sword. This gives satisfaction. Let's go over here to our characters. This guy went from 4 to 6. Can he have a sword? Can we give him a sword? If I could give this guy the sword that gives him increased satisfaction. But nah, he can't have this kind of weapon. He can have 2-handed maces, 2-handed Two-handed axes, pole arms, and staves. Let's find... What about you? Can you have a sword? He's got 9 expertise. 42 satisfaction. Let's... This also increases authority. So what does he get when he has authority? Plus 3 satisfaction, faction-wide. Oh, only if he's a character... Only if the character's a Lord of Virtue. That always gets me, that little bit in parentheses. Well, let's go ahead and give him this for the increased satisfaction, I guess. And then 47, 32, 6, and 4. So Lin Bao, we'll give him that. So he'll be looking a little bit better. Got to keep our eye on him, though. Okay, so what do we do next? I know what we need to do. We need to administer our settlement that we captured over here. Okay, looking through here. What is this? Lookout posts. A dock market. 50% income from commerce. Communal sharecropping. +2 food production. 95 income from peasantry. And a pier. Let's open the building browser. And let's go ahead and look at the harbor. So this is what we got right now, and you can tell it's what we got because it's highlighted, and it highlights the appropriate slot in the building over here. And we have 2 choices. A fish trader gives us a little bit of more income from commerce, 1 more food from fishing. This one gives us the same amount of food, a little bit more income from commerce. So if we go all the way down here, we'll get substantially more food. And we cannot demolish this. We can only downgrade it. So I'm guessing, you know, it's a harbor slot, kind of like on the Warhammer games. Like once you have a harbor, you're stuck with it. So where do we want to go? I'm thinking food. I'm thinking food because we may not be able to hold on to our farms and other settlements. So let's go ahead. This is 2970 versus 2790. What is this? The Price is Right. They swapped 2 numbers. It's expensive. It's going to give us a little bit more income per turn, but it's very minor. Very, very, very minor. Let's hold off on upgrading this. Okay, so what is this thing? This is a communal irrigated farm. So I'm guessing that's this. I don't think we want this. If we're going to go with the fishing port, I don't think we need the food from this necessarily. And then so this is the communal trade port would be this item here. 50% income from commerce. If we look over here, we're earning 91 from commerce. Not very much, so 50% added onto that is, you know, pretty minuscule at best. So what we're going to do is we are going to... This downgrades. Is there like a button to... Is there a demolish button in here, or do I have to do it from over here? Well, let's try clicking that. Nope, that's a demolish. So that's interesting because it says downgrade, but it's really... It should say demolish on this one. Should say demolish. This is the correct downgrade button, and then this is the construct button. I should submit a bug report to Creative Assembly for that. Seems like a bug. And then we're gonna get rid of the communal. We're gonna get rid of this. Okay, so that demolishes that. And next turn, I think we're going to build farmer housing because that gets our population growth moving again. Right now, we are losing 2,000 per turn, so we want to kick that up, get it moving in the opposite direction. We're going to keep the lookout posts for now. Eventually, I think I'd like to get rid of them and build something from in here, the headquarters, temple gardens, or esotericism. These gives us enlightenment, research rate. Gardens gives satisfaction, research rate. Temples, public order, enlightenment, and income. So I kind of want those things. That is kind of what our faction is about on the faction summary screen. You know, the playstyle, focus, research, and wisdom. Sorry, you know, we took the settlement and then it was kind of a lot of administration. And that's just kind of the way it goes when that's a big part of the campaign. You know, what can I do? Noble sword. Okay, let's see this guy. Bei Yuan Shao. He's encamped. He's earning a little bit of military supplies per turn. It's not very much. In fact, no, he's losing one per turn. So let's move him over to here. To Beihai. Before I do that, let me show you kind of what's affecting it. When you take a commandery or even a like resource portion of it, like a minor settlement type deal, there's this little flag that shows what your faction support is. And so you can see that when faction support is higher, the public order starts to become more positive. You get military supplies. So if we look over here where our faction support for the settlement we just captured, the city we just captured, is 17. It's increasing by 7, but it hurts our public order, hurts our military supplies, minus 20 military supplies, and also minus 50% income from all sources. So we really want to get that boosted up. But right now, our military supplies are very poorly replenishing, is what I'm trying to say. If we come over here and we look at Beihai and the farm, where the faction support is higher, there's no negative effects. Okay, so if we move this guy, who's losing he's losing 11 military supplies per turn because we're no longer in camp. If we move him into the farm over here at Beihai, I'm guessing he'll probably start going positive. Yep, see, so now he's gaining 24 per turn. So by moving here, we're going to recharge his military supplies. Yuan Shao's in the settlement, so he's going up by 23 per turn. He might also be affected by some of this stuff. And we don't have enough income per turn to purchase any more troops. And we have Yuan Shao here is in a force march stance, I believe. You do not know this. You do not know this army. Oh, I guess this is our like friendship rivalry type system. He's in march stance right there. The relationship system is what they call it. Okay, well, let's end our turn. See what happens here. Oh, good. More people to the party. Uh-oh. Ooh. Oh, no. Well, we have inferior forces. They really outnumber us. How many missile units does he have, though? He's got 1, 2, 3, and a trebuchet. We've got peasants. And then we have some yellow turbans. Well, you know what? We're going to fight this because we're going to try to do as much damage as we can. I don't expect that we'll win. But if we could do lots of damage to Yuan Shao, we might slow him down a little bit and gain an advantage with him somewhere else on the campaign map with our faction leader, Huang Shao. So we'll see if we can do that now. Interesting layout, looking at the map there. Okie dokie. So it's kind of a raised platform with stairs. We have barricades remaining. I still haven't figured out when you're defending in sieges like how to deploy the barricades. There are barricades like all over the place. Oh, okay, so there we go. But see, now I've only got one barricade remaining, so like I don't know. What's going on with this? Oh, so I guess like I clicked on it and then it's like, is that like forever their barricade? How do I pick another barricade? Can I pick another barricade? Oh, okay. Oh, there's like a little delay. Okay, so you click on it and then there's a slight delay and then your guys can man it. Okay, I finally figured it out. I'm not a complete idiot. Only a partial dummy. We're gonna lose the settlement. Like, that's a given. Spear guard, G militia, crossbowmen. So I'm thinking what we'll do is we're gonna try to see if we can kill as much of this retinue as possible. I'm not gonna worry about this stuff over there. Of course, then I don't have any barricades on this side, though. Ah, darn it. There's a good spot for my barricades. Which way do they deploy here on this barricade? So facing this way. Well, that doesn't do me much good because then these guys will just run through here and come in this way. So if I want to like hold this barricade and that barricade, then I also have to hold this entrance. Yeah, okay. We're going to try to wipe these guys out. It's the best way to do it. Just trying to think my way through this. Yellow Turban Spearmen. This is our garrison. They're all weak. And then this is the garrison from the tower, or from the garrison building. And then the stuff that's strong is like all these cruddy peasants. That's so unfortunate. What is going to be the best way to do this? How close can I get? Okay, so this is kind of the border for these guys. So I guess we'll deploy them there. We're going to get hammered by these crossbows. We don't outrange them. I think crossbows have a 240 range or a 220. The highest we have is 200. So maybe the towers will outrange the crossbows? Maybe. Okay, let's take our Yellow Turban Spearmen and set them here. It's a very weak unit. All right, we'll do both units. We'll take our farmers, peasants with the pitchforks. No, we'll just set them here. The AI is going to rush over here and just absolutely crush these guys. Whatever cavalry they have over there is just going to be like, zoop, right into them. And then we'll just set all this like that. Okay. Our goal is just to cause damage. It's as much as we can hope for. Let's shoot the crossbowmen when they get in range with our tower. And just keep an eye down here for who all is firing. Yeah. Oh, they're going to have a field day shooting our spears. I mean, the tower's doing decent damage, but it's extreme unit sizes, so... let's switch over to Zhao Yao. Zhu Yao? I'm not sure. Someone will have to help me with that. I'll have to look it up on my own. Let's just kind of speed things up here. These guys are angling off. Our spears are doing okay against all the crossbow fire, but... And let me guess, I have fire at will turned off. I thought I had that on in the options. Well, let's see if we can kill Zhu Yao. These guys are doing okay here. These spears are going to break, so let's push up with those guys. Push up on this side with these guys. These guys have decided they're going to do donuts out here in front of the tower, which that's fine. So we'll cause a little bit of extra damage to them, I guess. Okay, let's shoot him with the tower now. See if we can kill him. Where are you going? Don't do that. Can we shoot these guys? These guys are already low on ammunition. We're just going to fire into this massive blob here. Yeah. Did we kill that guy, that general? Mounted saber militia? Something appears to be firing at these guys. What is it, though? Is it these towers over here? No, it's this one. Okay. Running out of ammunition in there. No. What are you guys doing? You don't need to move that close. You can just shoot from where you were already standing. You ding-dongs. Let's come back this way. They took a few casualties charging in over on this side. But they're slowly taking all the towers and whatnot. Crossbowmen are almost out of ammunition, so they're not going to do that much more damage to us. Oh, these guys are out of here. Let's hope our towers can finish them off. That's pretty cool. All right, let's come over with these guys and provide some supporting fire as they come into our settlement here. We'll start bringing these guys this way. Only a matter of time before we lose all of this. And in fact, yeah, you know what? It's happening right now, isn't it? Let's come this way with the People's Warband. Let's put the archers in front. Let's change this order. Let's turn them around. And here they come. Let's shoot the Ji militia. Again, our focus, just casualties. Okay, some more stuff is running. Spear guards. Come on, you guys, get up here. Take care of this stuff. Crossbows are out of ammunition. And there we go. The cavalry has smashed into our backs over there. These guys are engaged here. See if we can bring these guys back, I guess. Let's send these guys up this way to clog that gap. We've got our tower back. Oh, we can get a rear charge in here now. Running out of ammunition with them. See if we can wipe these guys out. Let's send these peasants back that way. I want to wipe out this retinue if I can. If we can wipe out that whole thing, then I'll call this job a good one. Fighting to a stalemate over here still. Without any supporting tower fire. These are the People's Warband. Okay, let's get these guys in here. Alright, these guys have decided to charge in. We're flinging in over there. Let's get on the spear guard. Get on the crossbowmen. I have to find a good target for these guys. Well, here's a good target. All this stuff is starting to break. Let's go for the Ji militia. I think we'll do more damage to them than either of the cavalry units. A little bit of supporting fire from that tower. But let's look at these guys. 175. We'll check back on them in a minute. How are we doing over here? Okay, chase them. Bring our swords back. Okay, so we are still fighting the spear guards. They were at 175, and we've killed 7. Not very promising. Let's see. There's a tower right here. Yeah, it's got short range. Can you keep shooting them, please? These guys are back. The People's Warband is doing pretty good over there. These guys are holding back in reserve. Oh boy. There we go, got some missile fire now. Send some more missile archers or missile units in here to kind of like wrap these guys up and just keep them bogged down. We want to buy ourselves as much time as possible to get through these spear guards. Okay, I want to kill these guys. We have another People's Warband. Okay, we've lost that People's Warband over there. These guys are starting the waver. Might be getting it done in there. They retreat back into the settlement. They don't pursue us out. Very interesting. People's Warband comes back. Let's bring them this way. Okay, here's our charge into one of their heroes. Come on. Casualty, casualty, casualties. We need to cause casualties. Let's see if we can get behind these guys. Okay, we just need these guys to hold on for a little while. We're being pursued by Archer Militia, so let's take time to cause casualties there. We're going to send the smaller unit to make a little hole right here, plug this hole. The larger unit of archers going right into Wenchu. Oh my gosh, can these guys break already so we can get this other unit over here? The Yellow Turban Warrior's captain. He would probably turn some of this battle in our favor. Okay, we broke that Archer Militia. Let's send these guys down this way. All of our units must be getting very tired by now. Come on. These guys are at 34. These guys are at 71. If we have time, if we can manage it, we're going to bring this unit over here to fight the spear guards. Then we could take the Yellow Turban captain back over here. But oh my gosh, can we... These guys are just not breaking. Okay. I'm going to bring these guys back right now. I'm just not going to wait any longer. I'm going to send these guys to attack there. I'm going to send these guys right up in here. I'm going to take these archers, send them back this way. I want to plug this hole as much as possible. Come on, fellas, get over here. These guys are dying a little bit. No, come on, archers. We got one unit is fleeing. Just buy us a little bit of time here, please. Okay, let's turn and face these guys. See if we can get a rear charge or a flank charge. We need these guys to hold on a little bit longer. I don't think they're going to. I think their morale is going to drop right now. These spear guards don't break. Get out of here. You guys have been losing combat for I don't know how long. Okay, they finally broke just in time to come this way. Oh my goodness. If we'd only been a couple minutes earlier, we might have gotten the rear charge in here. Okay, let's hit the G militia. Those guys broke. Let's chase them. Let's at least chase them up to here so we can reman our tower and shoot the fleeing guys with our tower. Maybe wipe out the unit that way. I want to wipe that unit out. Okay, we're getting some friendly tower fire. No, it's now enemy tower fire into our backs. Darn. Who are you? Okay, archers are back. Let's see if we can get the defenders of Hebei. This is not good. No, they broke. They broke. Everything's breaking. Whoa, two People's Warbands broke? What's going on? All right, the People's Warband is going down. The Yellow Turban Captain. Everything's breaking now. Lost the settlement, as predicted. But we did cause some damage. I don't think we can do much better than that, so... And just like that, it took a long episode with a lot of campaign management right in the middle of it and made it even a little bit longer. So, Yuan Shao has taken the settlement of Beihai. How did we do here? See, so we knocked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We knocked 7 units like out of his army. He has taken the settlement. Or the town, the city, whatever. And this is the siege of Taishan. Liu Dai is attacking. He's got 1,700. We have 1,600. He's got a lot of missile units. It's a lot of missile units. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to fight this when we come back in the next episode. I don't want this one to get too much longer. And the goal is going to be the same as we had in our most recent battle just a moment ago. We're going to try to cause as many casualties as we can to Liu Dai. And this looks like Liu Bei is right behind him. But if we can cause those damage, or all that damage to them, we might get a chance with Huang Shao to push up and get a nice, good, solid counter attack. And then if we can do that, that'll put us in a good position on the campaign map. So let me know if you're enjoying this with comments or thumbs up. Check out the rest of the channel. Consider subscribing if you're not already. You can follow me on Twitter. Once again, this is early access. Thank you to Creative Assembly. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. You have a good afternoon, and take care.